Okay, we're going to try this yet again. I'm going to hopefully get Vivian on here. We're going live. Hopefully this works on this end. It is yet another day, another dollar. I am hopefully getting other people in here. I just need Vivian to pop on in. Hopefully it'll allow her to join this, there we go. Bringing into video, send invite. Okay, I think you just gotta make sure has your, there we go. Yay. Ah, yes.
Hi.
Hello. It is so good to see you. I knew that I would get this to work some way, somehow.
I tried to use my iPad, but for some reason it just didn't want to behave itself. So,
Uh, Technology, it can be such a pain in the butt sometimes, you know?
yeah, I had to go with my phone. So,
That that's what I'm having to do too. Sometimes it works easier than the old laptop, which the
yeah.
laptop just lags all the time. So, how are you doing on this lovely day? I know it's your day off.
I've just been working on the Symbolicus Volume 3 release. The company that was supposed to print up the lobby cards and everything, they screwed up. So now it was left in my hands to get everything taken care of. So it
Oh,
is what it is, unfortunately.
yeah. Yeah, but you're busting your butt trying to get everything out there, that's for sure. My good
I'm
friend
trying.
Yeah, you are. My good friend Yidget Dark says hi for you.
Hi, sweetie.
Say hi, Yidget. Oh yeah, he was really excited for today's interview, so I had to make sure he gets some shout out.
Yeah, I've
So,
I've been looking so forward to this.
oh, you and me both. So let's talk about some Symbolicus 3. What do we got coming down the pike with that?
Well, we have basically everything is in except for this screw up with the lobby card. Once I get that taken care of, I was hoping to get everything out today. Unfortunately, when you're doing everything yourself, you're kind of stuck at, having to deal with frustrations and stuff like that. But Monday is a for sure thing. I'm going to be getting all that stuff printed up tonight, and then just start mailing stuff out. I'm going to try to avoid even doing like a first and second and tertiary wave to mail things out. So I might end up breaking the bank just so I can get everybody their packages. So,
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I'm sure they all will appreciate it. I know that whenever I get mine, I know I'm going to be just ecstatic because I honestly, when I heard that I won, I jumped up and down, literally jumped up and down and like screamed out loud, and everybody's looking at me like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I just won something really awesome, and I never win anything."
that's the way it goes. There are people from different parts of the world that entered, and I know how difficult it is for people these days financially, and that was like regardless of if you win and you pay nothing. I take care of postage. I want to help everybody I possibly can when it comes to things like that. So yeah, I was like, oh, Matt, you got it. So
Oh, it was so cool. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I was ecstatic. And just anything Symbolicus, I was just like, oh my God. Like, because I've seen the first two so far.
hmm
I still need to see part three, which the first two are just absolutely stunning.
yeah, they
I
are. They're
I
very good.
I wish more people would watch them.
It's it's the underground community is very small in some perspectives, even though the horror genre is very vast and big. And it's something that it's one of those gems that are out there that you have to seek out to find. That's the whole thing with doing limited edition releases, is that it becomes more and more obscure as things, move on in time. So it's very important that if you are a fan of the underground horror community, these anthologies are great ways to, discover new directors too. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I had very little, if any, knowledge of like Christian Day, for which his piece in the Symbolicus Volume 3 um, release was absolutely phenomenal. Even Dixie Gears, her stuff was I absolutely loved. I mean that's quintessentially how a lot of times you find new directors, and from that point you start following them. Hopefully they've done stuff before doing an anthology. So that's just kind of like how things roll with anthologies. You got to invest in them if you're really a huge fan and are a big collector and things like that. So,
That is so so true. Yeah, because there are definitely some with volumes one and volumes two that I was completely new to, and
hmm
and and some of them, my gosh, they just absolutely blew me away. It's like,
oh,
where
absolutely.
have you been?
Yeah.
Like, where have you been all my life?
Oh, yeah.
Which
Mean, I, uh, I didn't even. I mean, I heard of Jonathan Doe until I saw his piece on the Symbolicus release. I That was my first, you know, kind of uh, opportunity to see his work. So that right there was fantastic, and then I just followed the stuff from there. That's the whole premise behind anthologies. I think is if you can bring in new and unknown directors and get people to really look at them and invest in them. I really think you're going to discover so many wonderful filmmakers out there just because of anthologies. So, I mean, I don't think I'll ever put an anthology together just because it takes me so long to put together a release. And when Symbolicus Volume 3 goes out, I mean, I don't even know where this harebrained idea was, is to do a specific release for each and every director. And doing one-off t-shirts is so expensive. It is I I love doing it, but if somebody's really wanting to invest time and money into it, if you have a regular job, put in overtime, because that's the only way you're gonna be able to try to come out on top without starving to death.
Oh, I can only imagine. So with everything that I've seen that you're putting into this release, it
hmm
is just by far it's going to be like the pinnacle release of Symbolicus by all means.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was, I'll be honest with you, even though it really kind of focuses a lot on myself. I have the help of Marcus Cook too, who has helped me along the way as well. He has been an intricate part in helping Embryo House go where it's going. I don't have, and I know he doesn't either, but I don't have a lot of opportunities to, break away from, where I work as an optometrist technician besides doing this on, outside of my regular job. And he has been such, a wonderful person to be there for, Embryo House and Embryo Pink, and just to really help me. And the company that has been really kind of, they and they've done prints for me. The buttons turned out unbelievable. I mean, I cannot believe in how gorgeous these buttons turned out. I'm just so ecstatic. There's going to be embryo pink buttons. They do stickers. They've done so much stuff. And at the end of the day, when these packages go out, I just hope and pray that, people start showing other individuals on Facebook and Instagram and any other social media platform that Embryo House is, that's my love. That's my passion. I put every single bit of my time. I lose sleep just so I can get this stuff put together. So
And you can really tell that you put a lot of love and passion in it.
thank
And
you.
when I get mine, I'm going to do a little video of it because I want to show it off and show off the cool shirt and
Yeah.
everything because I feel like it's one of those pieces that it needs to be seen. It has to be shown. And
Yeah, I
and
mean, if people think that Latraced was such a fantastic release and it was so beautiful, I'm gonna
oh,
tell you something. This release is it's topping what Latraced was. I've gone too far with this one. I really have. I'm just kind of like, what am I doing? I
like
mean,
what am
just
I
everything is just,
doing?
yeah, but I
And
still love it.
to Oh yeah, exactly, and it's what brings you back more and more every time, and until the next big release. I mean,
Uh,
you say this.
are you? Oh, are you there? Can you hear me?